Well, we've seen a lot of pistol action between these two teams, but really it comes down to those rifles. It's been relatively streaky too, so it's been... If you win 5 in a row, your opponent's probably going to come right back into it. Both maps so far have been nail-biters, the first one going into overtime and the second one going to 29 rounds. Ouch. That stings for Wardell. He's got hit for 99. That armor is of no use. But he is the point man, and he does go down. Steel bumps his head on the steel scaffolding on his way across into the secret stairs. It's very telegraphed movement from Ghost to go down into secret stairs. Is it their plan to completely, fully execute this? Rounding the corner, they're a bit nervous.
Right, Def's already positioned down towards this lower area here as we do see Ghost Gaming heading on into this site. Rotations coming in as well for compLexity now as Nothing's playing by this ramp, J-Hall. And bomb should be going down as Neptune moves into the site.
But Def hasn't even shown himself yet. The bomb is planted safely on the opposing side of the silo, and Def still crawls silently back here. It might surprise Neptune, but that door's been shut. He'll open this, and there's going to be a very tall T, but he still gets the kill. Now he's going to be on the bomb. This is going to start to shuffle Ghost around a little bit. It's super awkward. They're coming out into the open positions. Def can do the same thing again. Gets back on the bomb, looking for some cover fire. Maybe look for Freakazoid to open the door for him, but Freak gets the kill. That kill against Kusta might not have any reaction. I mean, he's just not in a position to defend this bomb. Now they've put a smoke on it, but I believe it might be off the mark. They're going to disengage. No time to be able to defuse the bomb. Well played by Freakazoid, just milking the clock.
Yeah, the smoke way too far off the bomb there. It actually clipped the side of the wall, and that's going to give Freak the advantage there as he's able to see any tap, any type of defuse that's going to take place in that situation. But as we look at the round coming forward here, we're actually going to see Sick buy armor alongside that Deagle here, so I imagine we might actually see compLexity. Yeah, they're going to pick up some nades, they're going to pick up some pistols behind it as well, try and get some economy damage done.
We've seen it absolutely every time. If you lose pistol, there's always a buy coming at it, and Ghosts are going to expect this. They've got 2 MAC-10s up there, and there's only 1 player on compLexity's side that has armor. So it looked like it was going to be a little bit of a nade stack, but it was more like scattered nades, a little bit staggered coming in. They throw 1 to the red box, and then they throw 1 up towards the marshmallow, and the marshmallow hits pretty good.
And Nothing with some huge TK damage onto Def right there.
Was that the next
Or that was
nade
Stanislaw, I should say.
Okay.
Some huge TKing onto Def now, onto 40 HP. It is an eco, though, so they shouldn't be freaking out too bad.
Well, Steel gets that kill. They've opened more than a little bit of a keyhole through this squeaky door. That is a big problem for compLexity, but they have done enough damage to Steel to actually turn him away. Sick may have even been spotted by Wardell here. He's staring at the little cubby next to the gray box, and he wants to round this corner to be able to assist his team coming in, but he's been spotted as well. There's the re-peek in, well played by Wardell to keep himself minimally exposed. Ooh. But Shazam will reach out and touch you. That USP, I think he even got a double dink headshot possibly, but it is man advantage to Ghost. Not much was invested in this round for compLexity, and they're going to be pretty happy about collecting a Galil on this. And handing it over to Stanislaw. Not too bad, not too bad. No real retake here, possibly just exits.
Yeah, Shazam already very low alongside Nothing. So maybe 1 more frag goes their way as Nothing does get taken down. It leaves really only Shazam here to get a kill for his side. Unable to do so as Kusta 2 drops him. Now it's on to Stanislaw. Able to pick up 1. But it does look like that's all he's going to be able to get is Neptune running towards outside, looking for Stanislaw as well.
Got it.
We'll give Stanislaw his 2nd kill of the round here. So compLexity now find themselves down 2 rounds against Ghost, but will be buying up into this round and hopefully getting on the board.
Yep, yeah, they'll be able to afford everything they want here. And considering the Galil was saved means just a shade more utility coming up. And does that mean that that's the only kit, though, that's on the field? Sick hasn't bought yet, but if you're just 1 kit in play, which you are now, compLexity are going to have to make sure that they keep track of that. If Nothing dies somewhere, they got to make sure that they overrun his position and be able to pick that right back and put it into play. Ghost Gaming, they blast open the squeaky door, even throwing a preemptive flashbang through it as it bursts. And they hesitate, though. They do not push through that. Actually, they do. Steel is inside and just to the opposing side. Undetected, almost undetected by myself as well. Stanislaw is completely broadside surprised by that. Early frag to Ghost, and now compLexity with so little map control. Steel is all over the place. Out through the vents, picking up Def, who is down towards the bottom end of the double doors. And it's a 5-on-3. Not looking too hot for compLexity.
No, as the bomb does head down towards this lower bomb site, it's going to be escorted by Steel, who's already watching the vents as Shazam does take down Wardell, And it's going to be on Nothing here, who's low in this lower site to take down Freak, as well as Kusta. Unable to do so will mean the bomb will be going down here.
Yeah, planted on the far end towards Old Toxic. And that's all nice, fine, and dandy, but here's Sick flanking around on Neptune. Not going to be able to see the barrel in time. That's a great shot from Neptune. Sick was just hunting him slowly. Shazam misses his next shot, and they will start to converge on his position. Another missed shot, but the third is the charm. Now defending himself, he'll fall back to CT spawn, and this should be an easier defense for him.
Yeah, it doesn't actually look like Ghost Gaming will be hunting this too eagerly right now. Just looking for an easy kill as they recover the AWP that Wardell was carrying earlier in the round here. It will allow Shazam to save his op in CT spawn, but a nice little round out of Ghost Gaming. They have Steel go down the vents early. Steel picks up a very nice frag towards the HUD area with that player on top of HUD, then drops down the vent, takes down Def, who's playing on those lower stairs, and all but cements the round in Ghost Gaming's favor.
Yep. I'd love to see if Ghost actually do this again. Here's the entry from Steel. He actually got through that squeaky door undetected and just scalped Stanislaw. Now coming into these back vents, he catches the next player that was trying to rotate up. And it was just fortunate because he's handed 2 early kills by your in-game leader.
Exactly.
It's just a freebie round for yourself. So now compLexity, they have that weapon saved from the previous round. They get some pistols up behind that. It's not going to be too much for Shazam to stand on. It's a shaky foundation. And the secret stairs are already smoked off and already being pressured.
And this is exactly the start that Ghost Gaming wanted. Picking up that first gun round all but cements their opportunity to get this 4th round on the board for them as compLexity is onto an eco. But look at Shazam pushing through this HUD area right now. Is he able to pick anything up? Able to do a lot of damage to Wardell as he's down to 1 HP now.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Wardell's fine with that. He still has the op. He's going to be a little nervous, but he's okay with this. Nice little re-entry right there. Neptune makes sure that his team encroaching in is as safe as possible, but they have lost 1. That's being Steel. And Wardell being so low and pistols in play could start to get a little bit nervous.
Yeah, as Neptune does take down Nothing towards the ramp. Kusta actually picked up Def on that outside area now, and we're into this 4v2 here, where Shazam, trained on outside with his op, will leave Sick to defend this area all by his lonesome.
Oh, that CZ rattles off all 12 rounds. Only a handful connect, not nearly enough. compLexity had an opportunity to be able to pick up this round, and it seems like Shazam had caught a sense of where Kusta was. Second re-peek out there. He will survive. And like I was saying, there was a point where Ghost were a little bit shaky on the round because, say, for example, that Wardell had fallen after they got the kill early on, I believe, against Steel. That turns things back into what would have been, I think, a 3v3 at that point, well back. But it's all butterfly effect at that point. And Freakazoid on the late lurk outside manages to catch him in transition. 4 rounds for Ghost right out of the gate.
This is exactly what they needed right here. Get those T-side rounds in early. T-side of Nuke is a grind. So for all of those people watching at home right now, just remember when you're on T-side Nuke, don't get too heated too quickly if you're not picking up rounds. It's a very difficult side to actually string rounds together on. So for Ghost Gaming right now, if they finish with 5, 6, even 7 rounds, they're going to be ecstatic. That's exactly what they want to do here, and they're only 3 rounds away, I'd say, from that happy goal.
Again, super fast play outside. I mean, Wardell just sprints up. They get those early smokes from the first boxes to the red box, and he is just like right there. And he's able to get to that position uncontested. And I think Freakazoid takes the high ground, and probably somebody else up there, up top, on top of the marshmallow to make sure that he's clear as he moves forward. But now that he oversteps that position, nobody can give him support. No trades available. Now bomb is spotted. Nothing is now going to start to huck some utility downrange. He's got a Molotov here as well, stop any kind of push if it were to come. But in doing so, was able to lay off the line of sight. The bomb has been recovered, and Ghost Gaming can start to collect themselves, or could they actually? That's bombed down again. Picked back up by Kusta and moved off. But
Kusta!
That's a beautiful frag. That keeps him in play.
And now Sick pushing through this squeaky door. Is Kusta able to pick him up? He's unable to do so as Sick does take him down, does get that bomb, and Def peeking up Freakazoid right now in that mini from behind will put compLexity on the board with their first round.
Yeah, those were great kills over there in the lobby, but still, Ghost were playing from behind the curve, so they were trying to get these refrag trades, but neither of the players were alongside one another, so that last player that had fallen off of Mini was now coming back through and alerted the presence. He was trying to get back to the bomb that was in there over towards the squeaky side of things, but that was a long ways to go, and he ends up getting shot in the back. compLexity have their first round tallied up, and Ghost Gaming's economy has already been dumpstered real quickly after winning 4 rounds.
Yeah, not a real opportunity for Ghost to actually pick up too much economy in those few rounds just because they were losing so many people, Dallas. But looking at this round here, Wardell's AWP towards outside, I'd like to see him start this round off with a pick for his squad because he's been really quiet early on in this half right now. And that op would have tremendous impact if he could start getting frags with it.
Yeah, right now he's looking at secret stairs, and nobody's in that neighborhood for compLexity. For the most part, they've kept their defense lined up and staring towards the back side of this building. That's where I believe Def and Shazam are. Shazam now falling back to give support directly to nothing. He's been lights out in this ramp room so far, especially in the previous round. That stopped Ghost dead in their tracks. And we're down to the 50-second mark, and Ghost Gaming still haven't made a move yet. And Def picks up Wardell. This is this outside backside of the building presence that so far compLexity are making a good look at.
Alright, and Ghost Gaming, after Wardell goes down, you see Steel making his way out this squeaky door. He's right beside the vent here. It does look like he is going to be bursting out. Kusik does fall first, however, Steel running up beside this bomb site, able to take one down as Freakazoid gets 2, Dallas.
Shazam defends against Steel. 20 seconds on the clock. Here's nothing right behind Neptune. One quick 2-punch. That seals the deal right when Ghost Gaming looking like they could win that round. It was 3v2 advantage to them. But great shot from on high up top there in heaven. That stopped every presence that Ghost Gaming had and comfortability on that site to be confident enough to plant that bomb. But as soon as that happened, they started to look their attention back up towards heaven. You got vents come up out of the backside, and it's just this rapid response from compLexity, this almost self-reactionary. They're the ones that took the initiative, and then they're playing off of one another in this attention up to heaven.
Alright, and Ghost Gaming, very quick eco round out of them as Stanislav picks up 3. Sick does take down 1. It's all on Steel now, outside with this P250, but he too shall fall momentarily here as Def is pushing up towards this red box. Should be picking up a kill any second.
This is more of the same. We keep seeing both these teams on every map so far playing this streaky setup. It's the loss bonus that's bailing them out every now and then. Def moments away from finding Steel. Steel seems to be pretty committed to watching this angle right now, and compLexity are searching far and wide for him. They're about to get bored of this and start to push into the lobby, I would anticipate. Still a buck and change on the clock, so Steel's just committed. He just wants a kill because Ghost Gaming need to be able to get themselves in a position. You can see the economy for compLexity as well. It's below $1,000 for most everybody except Shazam. So getting a single kill here is going to be very valuable, but Steel can't find it.
There it is, Def taking him down finally. Yeah, that was an eco round, so it was fairly simple, right? Ghost Gaming just looking to rush out that squeaky door. If they can find frags, they can find frags. If not, not a big deal. They do end up getting mowed down here, and we do see a timeout come in to play. And I do imagine Ghost Gaming just deciding if they want to buy, if they do buy, what they're going to approach the round with. Maybe it's an outside to lower, maybe it's a fast inner, or maybe it's just a burst towards ramp. But either way, Ghost Gaming taking this time out to discuss all the opportunities in front of them.
Yeah, right now, an opportunity that they need to develop, they need to have prosper is Wardell. Currently 1 kill on the board so far, and not having enough money to be able to buy an op in this round. Neptune could give one to him, so could Freakazoid, but that is really going to hamstring him as far as firepower is concerned, and utility and armor and all the like. So they go for a full rifle setup, it looks like. Kusta at $2,900 is probably going to get an SMG of some kind. And Ghost Gaming will try and approach. It's a Galil and Galil armor and utility backed up. So 2 of those on the team for Ghost. 3 AKs. They need brute power. They need for players to be able to stand up to this because right now compLexity are walking all over him. It looks like Stanislaw pushes right up to the front of this. He hears all of this. They're going to sound the alarm that over towards the secret stairs is where Ghost Gaming is moving. Wardell does get a kill, heavily so, and Steel does the same thing he did before, getting through that squeaky door undetected and getting an early kill. Nothing, though. He knows he's up a creek. He's going to throw a Molotov in response to the T's Molotov, and they'll just turn the corner. Now going into the lower site. They should be uncontested in this, but Shazam from the other side seems to be able to pick up a kill. That was on the upper end of things.
Kusa now taking down nothing. This should be the bomb plant going down towards lower here. Def as well as Shazam, hard-pressed to really get anything going. I can even see a save coming in momentarily from the compLexity side.
Yeah, bombs beginning to tick away, and that round is a welcome sight for Ghost, because that was 3 rounds in dominant fashion from compLexity. But was that previous round good enough where they had 5 surviving? Was that good enough for them to be able to afford into the next round? I do believe so.
Yeah, definitely.
But
definitely.
Ghost having 4 alive themselves are basically treated to the same option.
Yeah, compLexity right now, I mean, the main thing for them is to get the gun in their hands, pick up another round from Ghost. It won't be an effective reset, as the money loss bonus for Ghost Gaming right now is pretty high, right? They have the 3-round loss bonus, which will go down to 2-round loss bonus after that win. But for compLexity right now, they don't want to let Ghost build too much economy. So the name of the game for compLexity is to buy up, get another round on the board, break into that Ghost economy. And here's that shot on Kusa that actually made that plant possible.
Yeah, that was a quick one for him. That smoke came in, he's able to just wrap that one, make sure he's clean himself, picks up a frag, and now Ghost extend that lead on the back end of that one. Def, though, he's got utility in a P250, so it was enough money for them to buy up full, but they decided to reserve themselves a little bit. I mean, Shazam's got $4,600. Def still has $1,700 after his purchase. No, he has an AUG. Okay. Did he forget that one back in spawn? He did. He had to go back and retrieve it. I was wondering, I was like, man, I thought they had more money than this. So they do have a full buy.
All right, and looking to Ghost Gaming right now, they're patiently waiting towards that outer area right now. You're seeing Wardell get on the roof, as well as the rest of the members heading into the lobby, as nothing has aggressed his way into the radio room right now. And is he going to keep going, or is he going to hold fast here instead of shot?
Probably won't keep going. Oh my God, he is.
He's going.
He just continues to gamble it. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Bomb spotted. He can fall out safely from this one as well. Def completely blind, is able to pick up one. Sick is blind as well. Steel comes around.
Oh!
Def must have eaten, or actually Sick must have eaten all of that flash grenade. It's back to a 3-on-3. Steel's at sight, but nothing has bomb. So what's more valuable? Likely, now that nothing picks up an additional kill, things are going to get a little bit muddy, murky. Stanislaw, surprise, surprise. He's got both of them out in front. One to the next. He almost struggles with Steel, but luckily enough, that last shot pierces his dome. And compLexity pull out a round. That one credited to nothing, I would say, creating a ton of confusion in the fog of war.
Yeah, gets so much information, as well as that bomb. He could have even left the bomb alone.
That's what I thought he was going to do.
Yeah, exactly. But he's going to stay. He's going to defend it. He's going to take down Freakazoid as well towards that lobby entrance to really cement the round in their favor. And then Stanislaw coming up the vents. Last thing Ghost Gaming was expecting in that situation. And he's going to get a wonderful 2K in the process.
Yeah, I mean, he just kept pushing the issue. And a lot of times, if you keep pushing that issue, eventually you're going to lose that bet. Nice nade. The spam coming in. Stannis holding it down.
Ooh.
Excellent work. 2 players dropped well below 50. And I believe he was about to pick up the next. I think that's Steel that actually is through the squeaky door. That seems to be his routine. He has a couple of routines that he just sticks to on every map. And I think back to Mirage, where he just kept smoking that B platform side. This time he keeps going right through that squeaky door. Uh-oh. Hello. That nade's going to ring a bell. Freakazoid's dropped real low. Nothing has an easy job. After being the hero in the previous round, looks to be the hero again.
All on to Wardell here in a 1v4. He's already taken down Def. Can he take down the remaining members of compLexity? It was a wonderful round out of nothing, a great 3K out of him. As Sick comes in to take down Wardell here, we're going to have a tie game, Dallas, as compLexity bring this one to 5-5.
Of course we have a tie game. Of course. There's no reason not to.
Of course. Here's that wonderful 3K.
As a matter of fact,
pulling off.
It was 8-7 on the first map in the first half, and it was 9-6, but almost 8-7 again. And now that it's 5-5, I mean, both of these teams have really just been even strength. And it doesn't even seem to make too much of a difference as to whether the map is biased T or CT side. Both teams just prefer that T execute, it feels like, a little bit.
All right, and this should be the first time that we actually see compLexity go above Ghost Gaming on Nuke right now. On their way to their 6th round here as Kusta does take down Stanislaw. The bomb has made its way into lower, and nothing's going to go down as well here. That's
at range. Shazam's now scoped in, and he's dialing in. He's actually telling him where he's at. What a shot from Kusta. Unarmored, just dials the shot in right through his dome. And now you've got Def and Sick thinking about whether they want to retake this. They have decided they want to.
Even when compLexity move into the site, I think the last spot they're going to check is Kusta up on this railing area.
Freak is in those cubbies. The Molotov goes to the double doors, and they might go for the stick. They will not be successful. It's actually Kusta with the 4K on the little force buy or little eco round that they managed to string together, and Ghost actually prevent compLexity from taking that lead, as you had presumed.
That was a massive round, massive play from Kusta there, and this is the 2K that he ends up pulling off with. And the only reason he's able to do that is because he got up into that heaven area. Very unorthodox position to be in, or sorry, the catwalk area.
All right. Ghost Gaming are preventing compLexity from getting any kind of momentum. And they go for a little bit of a nade toss towards Wardell. He's had a little bit of a struggle today, still working on 3 kills. His AWP has been silent. He needs more. Sick pushed up to the back end of the red box. Freakazoid senses something's amiss.
Just jiggle peeking on the outside area right now is Freakazoid, creating a little bit of presence. Shazam's AWP is trained on Freakazoid to wide swing here, so it'd be wise for Freak not to give up a free pick to the compLexity side here. A nice flash there is going to keep Shazam a little bit nervous right now.
Yeah, Def has pushed up too. So now, with that cover fire, cover support from Shazam, they feel really confident to keep some outside presence. They're working a little play, and Shazam's gone to the gray box. So you have 3 players that are watching outside, and there's your first trigger. Def on 1, and the next one too. Wardell tried to take the high ground, but instead just puts him up in a really exposed position. 5 on 3. compLexity, no signs of slowing down yet. Steel doing his best to get in through that squeaky door. That's his profession. Kusta picks up the next kill, but here comes Stanislaw. 1, 2, almost the next, but that should be more than enough, especially with that headshot in there, leaving Neptune so weak, but he could pull off a miracle.
Getting that bomb down now as nothing does take him down. The defuse will go the way of compLexity. Yet another tie game about to come in front of us here, as it does look like Ghost Gaming do have an opportunity to buy up as well, but will they take it? I think they will. Yeah, definitely. They're definitely going to be buying up.
Bomb plant's the decision maker there. Otherwise, Neptune would have been way down there, and well, Steel must have already bought up into this round. So the decision is quick, and we go back and forth. And when we break this pattern, it's basically going to be this round. Excellent shooting from Def right there. But you got to remember, there was also 2 additional players out there to support him, both Shazam and Sick. So yeah, if he didn't get that kill, it would have been instantly retraded back.
Exactly. I was actually expecting Def to pick up that first one, and then Sick to wide swing on either the left or right side of that red box and pick up Wardell. But it's going to be Def who gets both, and you can't complain about that, right?
Nope, perfect. But this round has a lot riding on it. Both teams' economies are really hurt. Only Neptune is actually sitting on a wad of cash, and he still has to buy into this round, actually. So really, both teams are bottomed out. You win this round, you're likely going to win the next one as well, barring high casualties where the other team might be baited into going for a force buy to collect that momentum. But we're getting pretty late into this half anyway.
And as this pause starts coming undone, we will see Neptune with a little bit of a late buy. He does get it off nonetheless here, as Ghost Gaming looking to take the lead once again in this game. And I was mentioning earlier that, you know, you're going to be happy once you get to that 6, that 7 round mark on Nuke. And Ghost Gaming have done exactly that. They've had a great T-side thus far. They just need to continue on this pace and bring it into their CT side.
Freakazoid sitting in red box. This time compLexity not nearly as active outside as they previously were. As a matter of fact, it's just Def out here, and he's in the secret stairs region, just holding an off angle. Freakazoid's about to crouch his way into a disaster.
And there it is.
It's a 1-2 punch right to the dome, and Def has all the room in the world because of the teased smoke for secret stairs to actually retreat.
Kusta
or go ahead.
Yeah, he wasn't able to spot Def as that smoke starts to fade. So Def picking up his 2nd on the round. A couple good rounds from Def here. will give compLexity a 5-on-3 advantage here.
You know, that continually rolling the dice idea.
Oh,
what
my
a spray down depth.
goodness.
4 kills on the round, looking for the ace. Neptune is right through the squeaky door, now on the inside of it, but Neptune denies it. But that's more than enough leg room for compLexity to stretch out and have a comfortable 13th round to take the lead. Fight down below. Neptune's able to get that and get a bomb plant down. There's been a lot of money coming the way of Ghost Gaming. Neptune needs a miracle right now. He's done a little bit of chip damage to Shazam, and he's going to charge towards them. And in doing so, he's flanked by Stanislaw, shot in the back, and compLexity do indeed secure that 7th.
Back and forth and back and forth, Dallas. This match, I mean, Ghost Gaming, compLexity, this is what we were expecting going into this. Both of these teams being evenly matched, really pulling ahead of one another at all times in this game. That's exactly what's unfolding in front of us.
So we saw that again. This may be a cultural thing with compLexity. At first I thought maybe it was the first time we saw it, it was nothing that was pushing into radio room, getting a kill, sticking around, continuing to push forward, getting another kill, holding the bomb. And it's that gamble idea. That time we saw it from Def. He gets that first kill outside of the against Freakazoid outside of the secret stairs, and then just kept going and kept taking the fight to Ghost Gaming. Now we're in the 14th round. Ghost buy up pretty deep. Steel with a faster play this time through Mini. Neptune gets that kill. I think it was assisted by Kusta's flash, but I think it was all damage done by Steel. This fast round pace, change of pace from Ghost Gaming has completely left compLexity guessing. What is going on?
What a great strat. The outside to inner split coming out for Ghost Gaming, and they really make it work in great fashion. They're absolutely swarming that inner bomb site, catching 2 compLexity players off on the floor of that upper inner bomb site, and then going on to finish up the round. So a great round out of Ghost Gaming. Once again, we're seeing the rounds flip-flop between sides, and moving into this final round, compLexity is going to be worse for wear. Only coming out with a CZ and MP9, Mag 7, not much utility at all. Only 3 smokes and 1 Molotov in front of them.
Oh, here's Shazam. He's the one that's now on the onus to be the gambler. Does he get that first kill and continue? Does look like aggression from compLexity Gaming. Everybody's going to try their hand at it. Great shot from Kusta, only seeing the top of Shazam, and a nice 3-round burst, all pretty much catching Shazam in the face. So you still have that man advantage. This is fighting for the lead going into the second half. It is dead even, of course, between these two teams.
Steel now peeking on in towards this ramp, not really finding too much. Nothing might actually peek his head up and over this momentarily here. And there it is. Nothing making that contact. He's still playing very tight. Molotov coming in to burn him, and he's going to be taken down by Neptune.
Excellent use of utility. I'm surprised nothing did so much damage to Neptune as well. Now Neptune turns, and he's going to catch the flank. Stanislaw is looking to pursue back to ramp room. Timing almost favoring him. As a matter of fact, Neptune just did start to pull off there, and that did unsettle and upset his aim just temporarily. 40 seconds on the clock. Steel.
What a call.
Dude, this is so nutty from Steel right now. Usually you would think that Freakazoid is going to be your entry, but Steel has been playing entry on Nuke, it seems like, for the most all day. That's nuts. This Steel Nuke is really cool.
I'd like to commend Steel on that call to go towards upper inner, assuming that there were already people down towards the lower, which they were right about as the last player coming up through the vents. They just fly up that upper, we catch the player coming out hot, and then Kusta flanks into that mini to pick up yet another kill, and then by that time the round is all but over. Great little call from Ghost Gaming there as they're going to take the half 8-7.
Yeah, and I really want to see more of this Steel. It's a Steel that you don't anticipate, especially with Freakazoid on the team. Entry Steel, strange. But ladies and gents, we're going to go into the second half shortly on the third map, compLexity and Ghost.
Subdivide. I'll show you how it's done. There's no sides, we go inside. The many is the one. You build your walls with faith in God. They never come around. Then wonder why we all defy the burden to be borne. We're coming home with a mission to bring an end to a terrible land. We are here to your mission. We are many of one. We're coming home with a mission to tear you down from your undeserved throne. We can take your conviction. We are many of one. You may call it a virus, but we call it the antidote. It's an answer to silence. The future is here to revolt.
Yes, indeed. Welcome back to the Pro League. It's map 3, do or die. compLexity versus Ghost Gaming in the first battle for these teams in Group B.
It's been quite a series here with compLexity taking map 1 on Mirage in overtime, Ghost Gaming closing out a very tight battle, a very close battle on Overpass, and now moving to our final map of Nuke, we're going to see Ghost Gaming in the lead by 1 round moving into their CT side. And a very fast inner hit coming out as we see compLexity storm out the squeaky door, down the vents, and into that lower bomb site.
Yeah, and Sick, he didn't join his team, but my goodness, is he getting kills. As a matter of fact, he got the first and the second so far. Kusta, though, walking around the catwalk right now. Shazam waiting and ambushing him in a position. He needs some help right now, both ways. It was a 1v1, now turned 2v1, and the advantage goes, of course, to the numbers. Kusta and Freakazoid are outnumbered. Freak struggling to touch that bomb, but it's 2v2. Problematic for Ghost Gaming, it seems, right now. Spamming through the smoke is Sick. He's unable to connect. He needs to get in there. Nobody gets in, but nobody gets out for Ghost, except for the round W.
Yeah, that was a bold move from Freak, sticking that when he's, open to 2 different angles and only 1 person to defend his back, but he sticks it, he gets it in the end, and it will get Ghost Gaming their 9th here. As compLexity, well, we're going to see Sick buy some armor up right now. And is he actually going to go for the force buy here? Yep, it does look like Sick is opting to pick up the scout. Yep, a couple pistols, a scout with armor on Sick. Good opportunity for compLexity to do some great economy damage.
Yeah, this is almost similar to what we saw before where I think it was Ghost actually on the other side of things. Didn't invest everything, but they invested enough to do damage and then looked to really put the hammer down in the following round with some rifles. But it's just 2v5 right now. You're really struggling to pick up a kill. You got 1. Shazam with the Deeg. Now only Stanislav. Again, more damage, but at the end of the round, they'll be refreshed. Nice breath of exactly that. It was it was refreshing on the vending machine there. But this is where compLexity want to do it.
They're going to be buying up. The AKs are on the field. Obviously, no AWP on Shazam's back as he didn't have enough economy to really get an op, armor, as well as the utility he's going to need in this round. So he's going to opt for an AK and plenty of utility anyway. Ghost Gaming, though, they're going to actually keep the majority of their weapons here as we see Kusa still with the MP9 as well as Neptune with that MP7. Freakazoid on the UMP here. And Wardell with a nasty shot onto
Sleep, Def, sleep. That puts him down. He did the backflip behind that first box. Now they push in through trophy room or radio room. That's grenade. If it could manage to not overshoot the target, which it did, it would have been fantastic. Here comes the help from Steel. Crossfire set up. They jump into it before the molly develops. Ooh. The bomb will be dropped down beneath, but that's where they're headed anyway. If they could just overwhelm Kusta with a lowly little MP9, but he does excellent work. 1 3/4 more of nothing as well. It's a 3-on-3, but Ghost Gaming have all the health.
Freakazoid being able to pick up one here is massive as the rotations are coming in. Shazam has taken down Freakazoid. The bomb will be getting planted momentarily here as Neptune and Wardell look to retake control, and Wardell's able to take down Shazam. On to nothing here with 15 HP. Wardell able to take him
Get
down.
Out of the fire.
And he's going to get it with only 20 HP to spare. Nice round from Ghost Gaming, picking up what was compLexity's first gun round and getting away with at least one person surviving. Would have been nice to see a few more people, but nonetheless, they've got the economy. They're going to be buying up, no problem.
We've seen this before. I mean, here's Wardell pushing it as the molly burns at his feet. He just barely escapes, 20 HP. But we've seen this before. compLexity have enough cash. They keep getting bomb plants in here. 2 out of the 3 have gotten some plants in. They're continually keeping the guns up. But this time, Ghost Gaming are only able to retain one of those AKs, obviously so, because of the last round, only Wardell survived. He gave that over to Steel and bought an op of his own. Do it again.
Right.
Jump. I dare you.
Yeah, Def choosing not to jump this time after being punished by Wardell here. And it does look like compLexity will be going for a little bit of a different smoke setup towards that outside area. Freakazoid just spraying through it, not able to pick up anything whatsoever, as Steel does take down Shazam here. And this is a great reset out of him, doing some great damage onto Def as well. But the repeat, he will be punished on.
Oh, and they're going to lose ramp room control. Wardell does come around the corner, misses his shot, or actually does strike it. Nothing. Now limping with a single leg. 3v4 compLexity need to hang on a bit longer. Their wounded players are starting to come down to the site, and the healthy players are getting chopped up. Freakazoid, knowing it, well, yeah, he sees that one. Somehow Def lives at 1 HP, and nothing is behind Freakazoid as well. Freak realizes this. Ooh. How is he defending himself right now? He's got players all over him, and they've set up an impromptu crossfire. The bomb is recovered, but at 16 HP, planting this bomb is a suicide. He won't even be able to do this. Freakazoid, MVP on the round, bottle him. He goes over the board, and Freakazoid ends up just shooting him down.
Phenomenal round out of Freakazoid there, Dallas. And he was stuck in between a rock and a hard place there. He had people coming down lower secret on him. He had people already in secret making plays on him. You saw that first player come through the control area right here. Freakazoid downs the bomb, then that squeaky opens behind him, then he spots the arm of this guy. There was so much going on for Freak, and you could see it in him. He was just like, where do I go? What do I do?
It's smart to come up into the T-junction and start to back off, because you can see he has help for him right there. And he could trade. They set up a little crossfire. It was perfection from Freakazoid, just staying alive, becoming more than an obstacle in the path of them. And Ghost Gaming continually put up rounds. This time, Ghost put up rounds. compLexity go for a little bit of a buy this round. They've got plenty of loss bonus coming their way. They got a MAC-10. They got some pistols in there. Deagle for Shazam, still having the possibility of really putting a shot down range at a distance, hopefully against Wardell, who's got the op. They should maybe meet outside.
Okay, compLexity, a few armored players on their side right now, and it looks like a very fast squeaky hit as Stanislaw is taken down as soon as he comes out that door. Wardell now taking down Shazam here, and we're into a 5-on-3, and the round has just started for compLexity.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is something you would expect from Ghost. Maybe not as fruitful as this. So far, nobody's died, and it doesn't look like anybody's any closer to dying right now, because the rifle's taking this fight at a range, at distance, especially with Wardell's scope, means that you have all the advantage in the world, and Ghost are starting to feel like they're running away with it. It's going to come down to this rifle round. If Ghost managed to win this one, compLexity are really running out of ideas.
Okay, we're going to do an outside aggressive play here.
All right, and there you have it.
Did you hear that from Steel?
Just calling the outside aggressive here, so I imagine that will be them wrapping under the ladder here, moving towards that area of the map. Very early, very quick.
Let's see if they go that far. I mean, getting all the way to the ladder is really aggressive. Multiple flashbang up and over the boards. Steel up front is the first casualty. Does this put a bad taste in Ghost's mouth? Do they give it and call it quits? They do not. Now it's still starting to look like it's an upturned, capsized ship, especially with Def picking up a multitude of frags. 3 kills for him, all outside, single-handedly putting this one in the books, it looks like. Neptune as well is about to get wrapped on. Def has this all day. Still working towards this ace.
Def now one more kill between him and this ace right now. Kusta, well, he's above him looking down. Is Def able to pick it up? So the outside aggressive call from Steel there doesn't pay off. They push up, they try to get under that Twinkie area, not able to do so. Def hitting some great shots. He's been playing phenomenal throughout this map right now on 20 frags here.
All right. Kusta is not going to have much to say about this, that the bomb's been planted in the lower site. And the ace is still possible. Def is just in the locker rooms right now. We're just outside of it. And Kusta's straight up. So it's still on the boards. Man, they are just avoiding each other. There's the shadow. Uh-oh. That's the A. Nice. Well played by Def.
Phenomenal ace out of Def there. That's exactly what he needs. I mean, starting off with 2 great kills towards the outside area, picking up a few more as he's wrapping towards the under ladder area, and then finally finishing it up with a pretty basic kill there to finish up the ace, but still, the first 4 kills in that ace were exactly what you wanted to see.
As a matter of fact, if I think back, I think Def got an ace on Overpass, if I'm not mistaken. Def has been putting some pretty good numbers onto the board, and that's of course, compLexity's first T-side round. They need to be able to avert disaster right now because Ghosts were able to save up plenty of cash to weather the storm. Outside presence. 3 players taking their sweet time walking as quietly as they can into the secret stairs. Everything is clear in this direction, but they do have a player in the lower halls. That's Wardell. You play this very similar to how you play on Inferno in mid. Taking a shot, falling back, taking a second, falling back, taking a third, wounding your target, almost getting 3 kills, replicating and stopping from the previous round of what Def was able to do. Now a man advantage to Ghost as we salute Wardell on his way to the underworld.
Stanislaw now looking for a little bit of action here as he flashes for Sick to peek outside. Freakazoid now playing on top of this HUD area. He's not really going to find too much as Steel's the one to get all the action now. Taking down Sick outside that mini entrance. As we do watch Nothing make his way out Squeaky Door. Maybe, just maybe, he can blow open this round for his side.
Yeah, Freak knows that there's a weakness in where his position is right now. Oh, but he steps out just 1 step too wide. Nothing punishes him, and Neptune can't convert either. It's going to be up to Kusta now. After all the effort from Wardell, compLexity are now at a man advantage based on the entries from Stannis and some support in there from Nothing as well. Kusta is at least hot on the heels of the remaining compLexity players. He's in the vents, and he decides to choose the right direction, taking an instant fight against Nothing. It's down to a 1v1.
Is he going to check for Stanislaw here, though? Stanislaw coming up that control side staircase right now. Kusta moving down into the lower area of this bomb site.
There's no kit. He's got to get there and at least force Stannis' hand.
Stannis is wrapping around him now. And Kusta, he's not really finding any luck. No idea where Stanislaw is. And he's actually going to turn around. Is this the awareness he needs? And it is! What a clutch out of Kusta, getting Ghost Gaming to his 14th round. Phenomenal play from him. He's been tremendous on this map.
Does he have it? He doesn't have it. Oh, he's so short. Oh my goodness, he doesn't quite get it. We had counted him in. We don't have the audio cue for the 10 seconds. That was close.
Just by the skin of his teeth, he missed that.
Yeah,
oh my goodness.
That was a very narrow margin. But taking the fight, nobody survives that round. And the economies for both teams are struggling, but I believe compLexity's is healthy enough. They'll be able to get their full buy, and Ghost Gaming have to question themselves because they lose everybody that round. They lost everybody in the round prior to that, but prior to that, it was very healthy. I think all 5 alive. So they've got some money floating around, and here we watch this again. Good game sense from him, but it may have been that little turn. Sensitivity not high enough to be able to get back to the bomb. I don't think so. I think he still needed about another half second or more. We're splitting hairs at that point.
It was like, yeah, he needed such little time to pick it up, and that's why they say, for all you viewers at home, kids save lives.
Save rounds.
Save lives, save rounds. They get it done. Very unfortunate for Kusta not having the kid in that situation. That would have all but cemented Ghost's 14th round here. But now we find Ghost on an eco, and this should be compLexity getting into that double-digit spot.
Yeah, clawing their way back in. Good flashbangs in. Sick is blind. He's have to tuck in behind the spray box, but everybody else has clean Fields' view, and they'll be able to cover him nicely. Only Wardell left, and now we got to think about, okay, that round was quick. What do Ghost have in store for us? Because they've got a little bit of a buffer to lean back on. Their money now is there. It's enough for them to be able to buy, but their utility will suffer. Have we really seen where Ghost have been reliant, heavily reliant on their utility on their CT side?
Ghost?
Yeah.
I mean, on Nuke, everybody's heavily reliant on their CT side for the most part, right? You're going to need it in your back pockets. You need the Molotovs to stop the rushes towards ramp as well as Squeaky and Hut. So when you're really lacking that utility, you're going to be hard-pressed to get anything going. In this round here, we're going to see a little bit of a buy coming out from Ghost Gaming. Well, a huge buy, actually, but it seems kind of...
It's a bit short.
Yeah, was there a miscommunication in what they were doing? Because Steel has a Deagle armor, Wardell only has a Scout, Kusta has an AWP, no armor, and then Neptune and Freakazoid are full bot as well. So it's a very unorthodox buy here from Ghost Gaming. Maybe there was a little bit of a miscommunication.
Kusta AWP over Wardell. He has the Scout. He's still outside, and man, he just missed Death's head. That one landed in the upper shoulder. Shazam does pick up the first frag. That was against Steel. Now Freakazoid, with one of the few automatic rifles that they have, pokes up out of the secret stairs and is turned south. A couple tap shots from Stanislaw, and he will not try again.
Kusta now aggressing in this lobby here. Is he able to find anything to get his team back into a 4v4? It does look like compLexity will be moving back into this op right now. Let's see how this one works out for Kusta.
He's looking. He's thirsty for this kill. They're about to peek it. Oh, he doesn't pull the trigger. Sick is able to swing on him. Now Neptune and Ninja, they line up, but he's unable to convert. Now the Scout comes in for Wardell. He had done a great headshot, a great follow-up shot from Neptune's damage, but now Freakazoid has nothing to speak of for this round. He's just going to hang out at ramp, hold on to the AUG into the next round, and that buy in that round from Ghost, yeah, it was a little questionable, but I think Ghost are going to be relying on that 3-round buffer that they had coming into this round to the game that could come even strength in 13-13 or 12-13 before they get a good look at a next round because of that.
All right, nobody hunting for Freakazoid right now, so that will get him his gun into next round. He's not going to have to defend it. compLexity onto their 11th tier Dallas, and Ghost Gaming on the brink of taking this one home is now finding themselves fighting off a comeback.
Well, this is what they had to fight off in the first map.
Story of the series, pretty much.
It really is. Well, Ghost didn't have the lead in the second map of Overpass, but in the first map, right, is Ghost had secured 15 rounds. I think compLexity were at 12. They put 3 together, sent it to overtime, forced it in there.
Well, the same thing happened on Overpass, right? Ghost hit that 15 mark, and then compLexity started that comeback. They went from 10 to, I believe, 12, maybe 13 rounds before Ghost actually closed it off. So it was a close one, still, moving on to Overpass.
Okay, yeah, it was Ghost that won that Overpass. But yeah, it was the first one went to overtime, the second one went to 29 rounds.
Ooh, Steel.
And here comes Steel, ladies and gentlemen, dealing with 3 targets out front and looking for a couple more. Freakazoid goes down.
Oh my gosh.
This is still in play. Steel was looking at that ace, but he dies, knocking Shazam down to 2, and suddenly it's a 2v2. This was a 2v5.
Just like that, some great shooting from nothing, opens up that inner bomb site, and now he's going to be able to take down Kusta by this HUD area. As Wardell, what's he going to be able to do? Missing the shot now, and compLexity 1 round away from tying this series up.
Collapse. That's exactly what that is. Steel gets some massive kills, but compLexity decide to execute anyway before Ghost can really solidify their positions. I mean, great work for Steel, but after that, it seemed to be all nothing. All or nothing.
All right, freeze time coming undone here, and Ghost Gaming, a couple pistols in their back pockets, some armor as well, a little bit of utility, Dallas, not too much, and Kusta's got the kit this time.
Okay.
It's like not going to happen to me twice.
So a lot of ramp room presence for Ghost this time. Usually it's always a one-man job, it seems. One guy can do that and fall back safely so, but now they're pushing in through lobby, pushing these T's back, but you've got Stanislaw that's watching this door, so there will be no safe, secure, great shot from Freak. Can you get 2? Ooh, almost. Almost lines up that next shot. 4v4 right now. The Deagles are still there. Wardell and Steel both have those.
Yeah, Wardell's playing towards lower with Kusta as well here. It does look like compLexity won't be heading downstairs right away. 3 members towards this outer area, wrapping towards the under ladder right now. This is a great call out of them.
Look how passive compLexity are right now. They're really settled in on taking these long-range fights, but once you get closer to these thresholds, then it's going to start to get a little bit worrisome. They need to use that utility. Hey, surprise, surprise. Neptune gets caught pushing into the lobby. Stanislaw holding that position way up top, looking down the ladder. It's all fine and dandy. I feel like still, though, somebody from compLexity is going to be on the receiving end of one of these Desert Eagles. There's one in heaven. They've got him coming through mini as well, so Steel's going to be hard-pressed to pick up some frags here. Well,
that's unfortunate.
He's just whiffing on a couple of those shots. Took the initiative, though.
Shazam presented himself on a silver platter there for Steel.
Yeah, right. Scoped in, looking at Squeaky Door, and nobody else was looking. That's just unfortunate.
So we got a tie game, Dallas, yet again. Another heated matchup where compLexity has come back from behind to actually fight back into this game. Ghost Gaming now, what are they going to do? They have their buy round coming up. Their money isn't the greatest. The round loss bonus is starting to kick in their corner now. But they've really got to close this one out. Nice little shot from Wardell, finally taking down Def there. Might be able to recover the AK, but he's going to find Stanislaw before doing so.
Yeah, Shazam should... Oh, he spotted Shazam. He's got himself an AK. Okay. Great job, Wardell. Just don't have to take this fight. Okay, an AK moving into the next round. It's going to be a rifle round anyway, and that's what I was talking about. It's going to be about the 12th or 13th round before Ghost Gaming are able to put up a serious fight back because of that force buy a couple rounds ago. So now what do you look at? Ghost Gaming double op to play this. We had seen before Kusta was opping in front of Wardell on that little force buy round. Wardell picked the scout anyways. But now they both got the op. Ghost Gaming need to at least blunt the tip of the spear from compLexity with these ops. Otherwise, a retake is going to be a really difficult task. They got 2 of those kits.
Does look like compLexity favoring that outside bomb site to the inner split right now, as we are going to see Neptune go down first towards that mini area as he tried to fight Stanislaw and Sick at the same time.
Yeah, now it's going to get really tough for Wardell. Molly's coming his way, got the first kill, and here they come rounding the corner on him. The Steel will be able to at least get the trade, but it's disadvantaged. 2v3. Steel ahead of the curve. Actually, the Molotov goes off above him, and they may have thought that it would have been clear. Now Kusta has a chance at being the hero, but Shazam so fast on the op. compLexity on the back end of that. Now 14 rounds, and the economy for Ghost is enough to think of a force buy. That's the question. Do you force buy now, or do you just do a little bit of a half buy and have enough to play for overtime?
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting decision out of Ghost Gaming. It does look like they're going to fully force up here, Dallas, as we see the op show up on the field as well as the AUG. This looks like Ghost Gaming are going for broke right now.
Yep.
This is the round that they want. I mean, the round loss bonus is going to kick in their favor as well. They've lost, I believe,
they're max.
Full 7 rounds in a row. Exactly.
7 rounds in a row.
7 rounds in a row here. So
after they put 5 up to start off the half, it looked like Ghost were just going to close it out and shut the door.
Coming up short, unfortunately, is Ghost Gaming now. They still have the opportunity to get something done. Their weaponry, it's really lackluster, though. An MP9, a FAMAS, a UMP. The good thing is we're on a map like Nuke, so you're not taking as many long engagements, right? You can take the engagements with the MP9 towards the hut. You can hide that UMP towards the lower area. There's a lot of opportunity for those SMGs to get involved.
Blast open, fast play, right through the squeaky door, caught with a grenade in hand, but look at everything burning, and Freakazoid with the AUG on top of him makes sure that they can't go anywhere. Def and Shazam are last up, and Kusta's already ready for the flank, though you've got compLexity players that are wrapping around outside, both players getting a kill, and suddenly a 2v4 is back to a 2v2.
Look at Kusta and Shazam right now, both on the other side of each other, neither one really taking that peek, as we do see Def going up the heaven right now. Will Kusta be able to, or Neptune be able to take him down?
They know where one is. They know where Shazam is. He's been scoping in and out. Oh, Def saw the barrel, gets the kill, but Kusta gets the kill on Shazam. We're back to a 1v1.
Oh my goodness!
Kusta upgrades and takes the kill, takes the round, and we're going to at least the end of regulation. We did it in the first map. We went into overtime. The second map, 29 rounds. This time, again, the end of regulation at least.
It's too much. It's too much for my heart. It's too much for my heart right now. Ghost Gaming Just when you think you're going to count them out, just when they go on this 7-round losing streak, Dallas, they're finally able to get a round on the board. Their buy isn't the strongest. They've got plenty of utility, however, going up against the side of compLexity that's got 4 AKs and an AWP on the field.
Yeah, you're still outgunned if you're a Ghost Gaming fan. Thing is, you still got a pretty good loss bonus if you do lose this round. Well played from Steel right there. That's a great trade. That's an MP9 for an AK, and now your IGL can completely focus on leading. He'll be benched for the remainder of the round as compLexity get to secret stairs.
Wardell now opting towards his big garage as Def has made his way in alongside Sick right now. If Def starts to peek towards this heaven, Wardell should be able to pick up a very easy frag. A little bit of aggression towards the hut here from the Ghost Gaming side. Gets pushed back as Freakazoid takes quite a bit of damage.
Yeah.
Has to fall off.
I'm actually surprised that this garage presence from Def didn't push the issue. After they spotted 2 players push the hut, I mean, you would have thought at that point, okay, we've got a pretty big presence in the site. Let's go out of the garage, but they didn't immediately so. Now Wardell starts to fall off. It is all about the timing. As he falls off, Sick and Def push
they're
out.
Too close.
Yeah, they're about to come right up into Wardell's business.
Yeah, Wardell needs to start watching his back here. Is Sick climbing up towards that HVAC system.
He's scoping in.
Oh,
they know
hear
it.
This.
No scope. Oh, he tags him in the leg. That one was below the belt. He's, though, hit enough that even that shotgun at range might be able to do it, but Neptune needs to be better pressed for the guys coming out of the hut. They've lost Freak. They've lost Neptune. Kusta 1v4 on a lowly little UMP. No chance.
What is happening right now, Dallas? What is happening? Ghost Gaming, it's almost as if, you know, towards the end of these halves, they're starting to second-guess themselves because Wardell was doing the right play. He was holding towards that big garage. Maybe there was a call that brought him towards the inner area, but still, I thought it was great what he was doing. And then, while doing that, the second he turns off is when compLexity start moving under that ladder. It was very unfortunate for him. And then, on top of all of that, he's got the angle, he's holding it, and he legs Death.
Wow. Grenades blasting it open. compLexity looking for the win. Ghost looking to play this into overtime. Of course, this is the first match for both of these teams in Group B, but it's amazing that it comes down to a single round. compLexity's way back. Way back.
Yeah, outside smoke's coming in now. compLexity moving with them as well here. As we do see Def, Shazam, Stanislaw, and Sick moving very, very slowly towards this gap in the smoke. Able to find Steel now. And that's the first kill of the round going the way of compLexity here.
Freak's right there, though. Freak,
oh
nice shot. How does he manage that one at range? Quickly dealing with Def, and now repositioning himself closer towards the Tetris boxes. Man advantage for Ghost, just when it looked like it was their darkest hour. They've now earned it again. Still having to do so much with so little when it comes to the firepower, though. Stanislaw back through the secret stairs. Is this lower side even defended at this point?
Kusta will be making a little bit of contact here with nothing, as well as Shazam as they move towards the ramp area. I do believe Kusta probably spotted him right here. And there it is. One kill going Kusta's way. He is taken down, but the bomb drops as Wardell takes down Shazam now, and it's all on to Stanislaw in a 1v3 to make this one happen in regulation.
He spots Neptune over there. The Molotov hits the bomb 20 seconds. Stanislaw needs to make a miracle happen. Even touching this bomb right now would cost him half of his health. He waits for it.
Downstairs.
Yeah, he's going to have to make a fast move. At 10 seconds left in the round, there was no chance. We do go into overtime yet again. What are your thoughts?
Oh, man. Ghost Gaming playing with our hearts right now. They were up 13-7, and then we see a 7-round straight from compLexity there to take this one for them to take the lead. And then Ghost Gaming at that point, they win another round. compLexity win another round. Then Ghost win another round. And we're here in OT once again. The first match started with OT. The final map in the series is ending with OT. What more can we say other than,
right?
Geez.
Look at this shot. Hopefully we get enough of this. Freakazoid is what ends up getting this kill. Yeah, instant death to
Yeah.
death. Just
Yeah.
headshot, body shot, and that was a good one. But yes, OT, if you're just now joining us, the previous OT that we did, of course, it is MR3 16K. You get all the money in the world. You don't have to worry about you need to save your guns, or there's no reason to retake a 1v5. You've got more than enough money to be able to fund yourselves into the next round anyway, in the next couple rounds, unless you end up buying auto snipers every time. Then that could deplete it, but that would be insane. We are into it. compLexity staying on that T side.
All right. Ghost Gaming now, they don't have any economic troubles here, no economic woes whatsoever. They're going to be able to buy up any weapon they want. They don't go for the AUGs, they actually instead go for 3 M4s, and it's going to be Freakazoid holding the single AUG for his side.
Yeah, right now he's actually on site and underneath the Tetris boxes. So that's all fine and dandy. It's interesting, though, that you're using that weapon at such a close-range battle. And Stanislaw making sure that everything is clear up to this point. Jumps across, sees nobody holding the box at the back end of the ramp as an execute appears to be happening slightly towards A. Just a Molotov that came in, but the CTs threw a smoke of their own.
That's a kind of a flub smoke there. That can allow the compLexity players to actually just sneak down the vents if they so choose.
They might be a little bit worrisome about that. It's like, what is that smoke? Is that a one-way? Why is it there? It looked like a very T-sided smoke.
It has faded now, though, and compLexity is going to push out Squeaky ever so slowly, and
Another
here comes the
molly.
hit.
Another molly into Ninja. Freakazoid swings out, gets himself one. He's looking for a little bit more. He's got help up over the top. Neptune gets that kill, and Freak is still standing. Shazam now 1v3, misses his no-scope, and will be sent to the depths of the bottom of the vents. Ghost to pick up round 1 on the first overtime.
Yeah, that's a nice round from Ghost here, able to string 2 together at least, considering the round that they took into overtime, and now this round. Are they able to string another 2 together here? compLexity has been able to pick up rounds after Ghost picks up rounds and vice versa. This is a very back and forth match here, and for Ghost Gaming, they've got to start getting that confidence back. They've got to start stringing these rounds together. They got to have maybe another dominant round in front of them to really just show them that, hey, we can take this one away from them.
Everybody's losing the Molotovs at the beginning of this round. Ghost Gaming just through most all of them. Wardell still has his, but he's in his scope. So Ghost were worried about some kind of change in pace from compLexity to stop the rush. So now you've got Ghost making sure that that's all fine and dandy. Since that's not heading their way, they'll throw the second salvo of utility. That'll rely on smokes.
Nothing taking the fight with Freakazoid, actually, and I do believe he took him down through that smoke. So what a way to get the man advantage in this situation right now for compLexity. Wardell has aggressed his way down towards the secret stairs right now with that AWP, as it does look like compLexity want to move on towards that area. Nice shot from Wardell. Is he going to stay? He stays and gets a second as Steel picks up a kill onto nothing, and it's down to just Stanislaw and Sick.
That was actually a T flashbang, I think, that gave Wardell that first kill. Now they take the next fight. Neptune wounding Sick all the way to 5 HP. But Stanislaw then takes the lead. Oh, collateral, of course. Give Wardell the last shot for value of 2. I think he fired 3 bullets, managed 4 kills. And Ghost now even conserving ammo as they style on compLexity. We're heading in the last round of the first half of OT1.
Okay, and there we go. We hear Stanislaw just talking to his team in regards to how they want to approach this round here, as Ghost Gaming has found 2 rounds in a row in this CT side of their OT right now, looking for that third to hopefully close it out on their T. Nice shot from Wardell as well towards the ramp here. He's going to open up the round with a nice kill onto nothing.
Yeah, it's unfortunate too. Shazam looked like he dialed in that shot against Freakazoid, or Steel maybe who it have been, but still missed the shot regardless. Stanislaw catches a little bit of a flashbang, turns it back against Steel, but still a 2v4. We've seen compLexity come back from this one, but last time it involved nothing. Can they do it with Stanis? 1v4.
Fortunately, I do not think it's going to happen this time as Neptune takes down 6. Stanislaw does take down Freakazoid here. He also has bomb in his hand, so he's going to make his way down the vents here, moving into that lower bomb site where no CTs are located.
He doesn't know that yet, but it does seem like Ghost to know where he's headed. Stanislaw is going to take this fight up front, knowing that 1v4 after the bomb's planted is of no value to him. And the next, almost catching Wardell. He spotted his shoulder, but it is perfect so far on that first half of overtime for Ghost.
That is exactly what Ghost needs moving into their T side here. Dallas, 3 rounds in a row on their CT side. Only 1 round is all they need.
Hey, they've been here before, man.
Exactly, exactly. That's what I'm saying. They just need one to close this match out. If compLexity take this one to a double OT, I think that's going to be a demoralized Ghost that we're moving forward with.
Oh, yeah. Well, blast open the squeaky door, throw everything you can, including the kitchen sink, get down low, but are they melting or what? They get 2 players through, and look at Sick. He actually over-pursues this. Neptune wise to watch the top end of those vents. Stops that one. That's going to be even strength, and even more so. Nice shot from Wardell.
Big kill.
Yeah, that's huge. I think it'd take their time. They got an expendable person on the team, whoever that may be, if it's Kusta or Neptune being so wounded.
Does look like Kusta with the bomb is actually going to head up and clear the secret stairs area right now. And after doing so, he will head down towards the lower area where nothing playing on top of this silo area on this catwalk is going to be poised to defend it.
It's not looking too hot for compLexity. It had been previously Ghost Gaming's darkest hour, but this seems to be compLexity's, and it could be multiple times if they win this round. They're going to have to stave off and have perfection themselves.
Wardell with another kill onto Shazam towards outside, and they call the audible. They bring the bomb towards upper, and this is a great kill.
Does Stanislaw have trigger discipline here? He's spotted, takes the first bite, knows Kusta's underneath him. Kusta gets the trade. It's now nothing alone. He's coming up the vents as quietly as he can. He sees the bomb even. Wardell point blank
and
picks up a quick kill, and you have perfection from Ghost in the overtime, and they just quickly say, no, no. What a comeback.
Yeah, Ghost really earning that win there. I mean, after compLexity ends up taking that one all the way to OT with that 7 rounds in a row to even bring it into a competitive match. That was a great effort out of compLexity. Ghost Gaming, though, off the tremendous performance from Wardell, 28 frags out of him, they will end up taking this one in OT.
We've got to remember as well, in the first half, Wardell was almost dead silent on Nuke.